So the first question you have is about the 3 most important qualities in a teacher. I think the first thing is having a real genuine passion for your subject. So I teach a range of different subjects from 11 plus tuition to a range of humanities subjects at higher levels. But my background is in literature, and I have a real passion for teaching, particularly English, to students. And being able to transfer that passion to a student is really important for me. So that's helping a student understand perhaps the historical context of a text and how it relates to our current lives, or the deeper meaning in a Shakespearean play, why something is so funny or so cruel is really exciting for me. The second thing is being able to instill a confidence in your students to try and tackle those ideas and to articulate it in written language, which can be quite daunting. The confidence to get that wrong, which also means being able to usually work back through your work and understand why that is. And for me, another really important thing is reinforcing the fundamentals of grammar and punctuation and spelling at every level. So I work as an editor for a magazine, and I know how important it is to be able to articulate yourself at all stages of your life. The second question that you had was about the best teaching experiences, and something that me and my students have found exciting recently. So the best teaching experiences are always seeing your students thrive, achieve the grades that they've been working towards or surpass them, and gain admittance to the schools or universities that they've been working towards. It's also really rewarding when those clients refer me to other people to work with, because I've had such a positive impact on the thinking or the education of their students, of their children, sorry. There was a student that I was working with recently who I was tutoring towards her English GCSE exam. So she was being homeschooled, and I was working with her towards Lit and Lang. And one of the texts that we were working on together was Jhumpa Lahari's The Namesake, which was a new one for me that I hadn't come across before. It's this beautiful story about a young boy who grows up in America, and he's first generation immigrant with Bangladeshi heritage. And it was through discussing these themes that we were able to connect them to our own lives. And I felt that the student was beginning to see literature not just as an academic exercise, but as a way to understand her own identity and the world around her. And it was this realisation that was really rewarding for me. She went on to do really well in her exams. English was something that she struggled with ADHD, but she's done really well, and she's got into sixth form and is working towards her A-level exams now. I got into teaching at a young age. I've been tutoring throughout my own studies and working as a dance teacher. And I continued tutoring throughout my degree as well as after graduation. But it was during my undergraduate degree that I started working with an organisation called TIP. I was teaching drama workshops in prisons, which was eye-opening for me, because it made me realise that my career interest lies somewhere between education and the arts. So I've continued tutoring while I've been working as a critic and a curator, and I also work for an organisation called Film House, which helps provide masterclasses for aspiring filmmakers on how to make work without relying on funding and budget or the support of an academic institution after they graduate. So I'm particularly interested in this, in teaching, educating, and in pursuing a career as an education coordinator for an arts organisation or a film festival.